Morning, everybody. Chris Holman here, coming to you from the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network, and we are spending a little time here with Mayor Mike Duggan from Detroit. Mayor, welcome. And we don't go into politics here. We try not to, but you are a most favored business-oriented politician. So let's talk a little bit about a few endorsements you picked up recently.
Well, it is pretty remarkable. I've gotten several major union endorsements, which you would expect given my background. But today, the first business group, the Greater Detroit Chamber of Commerce, came out and endorsed me. And we got a campaign that you don't have to choose between business and labor. And of course, Detroit's comeback has been fueled by business and labor working together. We got $10 billion in construction and projects going on in this city today, and record low unemployment rate. And I think the folks here have said, what would happen across the state of Michigan if we stopped fighting with each other and pull together?
Yeah, well, and in fact, that's exactly why you are our choice, as a matter of fact, and it's because that thing is holistic. It's kind of like a quilt. You got to we work with each one of the squares. All right, so let's talk a little bit about your proposal to suspend pay for state officials if they don't meet the budget deadline. It's pretty bold stuff.
Well, it's crazy. We're at day 17 of the missed budget deadline. State law says that the Republicans and Democrats need to adopt the budget by July 1. And there's a really important reason for that. Schools start in about 5 weeks. In the 4,000 public schools in Michigan, the principals don't even have a budget. How many teachers are you hiring? How many counselors are you hiring? What do you want to do for tutoring and curriculum programs? And we continue to talk about how Michigan's near the bottom in America in fourth grade reading. It's been declining for 25 straight years, and the superintendents and principals want to do something about it, and they don't even know what their budget is. And so I just say this. I think if elected officials don't do their job, they shouldn't get paid. And so the first bill I'm going to push when I'm governor is to say, starting July 1st, if the budget isn't adopted, the state officials don't get paid. The governor, the lieutenant governor, the senators, the reps, until you do your job, you don't draw a paycheck. And the one thing I think unifies Republicans and Democrats in Lansing is they all want their paychecks.
And especially from a mayor that balanced and met timeline for 12 consecutive balanced budgets. What lessons from Detroit financial management are you giving to the state?
Well, I mean, this is, I came into Detroit. When I was elected, the city was in bankruptcy, and this was supposed to be a hopelessly mismanaged mess. In Detroit, state law says we have to adopt our budget by April 7th. 12 straight years, the mayor and city council have gotten the budget adopted with no drama, on time. We've had 12 straight balanced budgets. Moody's just gave us our 11th credit rating upgrade. We now have the highest credit rating in 25 years. This is what happens when you sit down and get to work and solve problems. I have disagreements with council members, but we sit in and we say, okay, what are your priorities? What are mine? What can we do together that's good for the city? And you have never seen in 12 years stories about government shutdowns in Detroit, missing budget deadlines in Detroit. And I think it's time Lansing learned a lesson.
Well, and as a former educator, I look on the fact that you really get behind education as a key to the future. So you made this fourth grade reading scores a key campaign focus. Talk about that.
Well, it's unbelievable. 60% of fourth graders in the state of Michigan do not read at grade level. I made a big issue of this at a Mackinac speech in May, and the next week they had Michael Rice, the superintendent, in front of the legislature saying, why do we have 60% who aren't proficient? And his answer was, I don't think proficiency is a fair measure. And I thought, can you imagine the day that the superintendent of Michigan schools didn't think he should be measured by proficiency? Every other state school system is measured by that. That's it. They've kind of thrown up their hands and given up hope.
Hmm.
I don't see it as hopeless. It isn't complicated. You've seen Mississippi go from 49th in the country to 13th. They teach phonics, they have small group settings, they back them up with tutoring, and they don't change the curriculum and the materials every year. They let the teachers teach. We know what works. There's nothing partisan about it. We need to stop the bickering and let the educators design a curriculum and then back them.
They're the professionals. I also think that one of the things we dropped out of our curriculum was the tutoring of civics. And it's important to know how the government works. And we have a lot of people who do not.
They cut civics. The other thing they cut was career technical education. They put such an emphasis that every single high school student in Michigan has to be prepared for college that they cut the options for welding and electrical work and culinary arts and the like. And we are, short 28,000 skilled trades members by 2028. We have got to emphasize career technical education in our classrooms.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, Governor Mayor Duggan, oh, whoops, excuse me, a little slip of the tongue there. Mayor Mike Duggan, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Keep up the good work, my friend.
As always, thanks for having me, Chris.
All right. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. We'll be back with more.